Hi everyone, it's Chenso from Reality Art Pod, here to talk about Season 3, Episode 7 of Peacock's House of Villains, titled Nut House of Villains. Where we left off, Ashley was just sent home with gonorrhea, and after a near unanimous vote, Patient Zero Johnny was banished from the game. Before I dive in, links below to my playlist to catch up on previous recaps. If you like the content, consider liking and subscribing, and watching along on Peacock. But let's dive into it. We pick back up where we left off. Players head back to the house. Paul just survived to the banishment vote, and losing a roommate, deeming the room Paul's sex dungeon. They get a pizza delivery. This time, there's no clue in the pizza. It's in the pantry where Joel left it. Tom points out that Drita keeps voting eliminated players to stay. She tells them she just does whatever she wants, but this is making her a jury threat in the end. Tyson notices this is a problem, so now he wants Drita out of the game. Tyson, the only person doing anything ever around the house, finds the envelope in the pantry. Inside, it says he's now on the hit list. The way to get off the hit list is by getting someone else to open the letter. The player holding the letter by the time of the next supervillain challenge will be on the hit list, so he has to get rid of it. He goes to Tom, telling Tom all about it, and makes Tom open it as a signal of trust. Tyson is always playing in Tom's face. They pass the letter on to Kate, again acting like it's a sign of trust. Kate is annoyed they did that to her, and she leaves it behind. Christine finds the letter and smartly decides not to open it. Kate decides to just throw the letter off the balcony. Drita, a mob wife who wouldn't tamper with evidence, doesn't open it either. Drita asks Tyson if she should open it. He excitedly says yes. She can tell he's trying to set her up. Tyson warns Paul about the letter. Then he hides the envelope under a chair. The next day, New York, who is sleeping, has no idea what happened with the letter. New York tells us her strategy is to go to bed early and avoid fuckery like this. They change into squirrel costumes and head to their challenge, where they learn about the death sentence twist and that Kate is cursed to the hit list unless she can win supervillain this week. Kate tells us she doesn't care. She's dressed as a squirrel surrounded by people that hate her. They'll be playing nut jobs, each starting with 30 nuts. Every round, they'll put a few nuts in their sack, and the player who put the least nuts in their nut sack is eliminated. The player who manages their nuts best will be supervillain. And for good measure, Joel says glory hole, because he can, I guess, because the show is on Peacock Poopy Nut Load Handjob Plus minus. They get started. Tyson and Paul are shockingly eliminated in round 1, followed by Christine and Tom in round 2. It comes down to Kate, Drita, and New York. Kate tells the girls if she loses, she's going home, asking them to let her win the challenge. New York wants to win her first supervillain ever, so she lies to Kate, telling her she'll throw it, but Drita's eliminated. It all comes down to New York and Kate. Self-proclaims Lucy and Ethel in the final 2, but in the end, Kate had more nuts, wins supervillain, and saves herself from the hit list. She'll choose 3 villains to nominate for banishment, but first, she picks New York and Paul to join her on reward. Kate is still annoyed with Tom about the envelope, saying they're back to square one and seeing him as a worm with a mustache. Outside, Paul tells Drita it seems like Kate was in cahoots with the guys, and now they're having a falling out, and Paul feels Tom and Tyson wanted one of them to find the envelope. Paul tries to campaign to Kate, but Kate gets annoyed at the lack of directness, and she calls Tyson a neon-wearing fuckhead, telling Tyson and Tom they're not chic and losers for playing pickleball. So Tyson adopts New York's strategy of sleeping through the game, but Kate comes to bother Tyson and ruin his nap. Tyson applies sunscreen to Tom. New York calls them erotic vanilla wafers. New York tells Tyson she wants him to stay, and she wants Drita to be nominated. She's tired of Drita cooking unhealthy food and making them gain weight. Drita thinks production is giving pizza a bad name, with every pizza party having something go wrong, so she puts on a chef hat and makes what New York calls Mamma Mia pizza. New York is not participating. To cope with Kate bullying them, Tom and Tyson put their beds together and make a super bed. Paul comes to Kate with helpful information, telling her that Tyson and Tom hid the envelope under the chair and cemented that she would be on the hit list. Ooh, they're in trouble. New York is looking fantastic in her reward wig. Kate, Paul, and New York head to circus school, which is so New York goes to work coded. She falls off her exercise ball, screams on the trapeze, but Paul is elegant as can be, traversing the silks. Back at the house, Tyson and Tom discover that Kate found the envelope and set it with their puppets, so they try to get back at her by making their puppet 69 under the envelope, covered in nuts, as her puppet watches. The reward players strategize. Kate tells them Tom and Tyson are definitely nominated, with Tyson as her target. Kate can see that New York is close with them, so she's considering nominating New York right with them. They head back to the house, discovering the 69ing puppets, which doesn't affect Kate. New York fills the guys in that they're targets, which isn't news to them. Tyson follows Kate to the hot tub, campaigning to her that they didn't want her to find the note. She's really pissed off that they hid the envelope under the chair, which screwed her. Doesn't matter if it was on purpose or an accident. Kate tells us that Tyson must have won Survivor a long time ago because he's very rusty. Tom interrupts Kate lounging in her chair. Again, only 5 minutes have passed. Kate is still as pissed, if not more pissed about the envelope, telling Tom that Tyson is his boss. He tries to get her to nominate Drita, but she says basically enjoy your time with Tyson because it's limited. So players head to the stronghold for the hit list nominations, where Kate makes her first nomination Tyson, who hid the envelope. New York says Tyson looks like Colonel Sanders, finger looking good. Next nominee is Tom, who was complicit in hiding the envelope. Tom tells Kate she has lost a highly engaged Instagram follower. Tom admits he knew about the envelope and tries to blame the people who didn't open it, but Kate isn't buying it. This episode ends on a cliffhanger. We don't find out who the third nomination is. I'm convinced it's New York. She's like the perfect pawn who will never go home. Also, the only person who Kate seems to be actually considering. Out of those nominees, I could see Tyson winning his safety back and Tom being eliminated. This was an okay episode. I much prefer the elimination episodes, but the nut challenge, anyone could have won it. I'd love to see that be a veto challenge on Big Brother. So happy Kate won. Kate is single-handedly saving the season's entertainment by knocking out all of these power players. She's actually a really good player and not sacrificing her entertainment value to do it. It was fun to see New York on the reward. Decent episode. Let me know in the comments, what did you think of this episode? Kate winning supervillain again. Who do you think will be the third nomination? And who ultimately do you think will be eliminated? If you like this video, consider liking and subscribing. I'll be back next week with more House of Villains. Until then, you know where to find me. Bye.